Now at 9.
I'm announcing today that I will not be seeking re-election in 2019.
After an announcement made earlier this year that he will not seek another term, Muncie Mayor Dennis Tyler delivers his final State of the City address.
From the highs.
We put a lot of hard work in it over the last 8 years, and to have the benches and the street lamps and that, we thought maybe you might appreciate that.
To the lows.
And many times it's been challenging.
Tonight we have a recap of what the mayor had to say.
Plus all of your other news, weather, sports, and trending. NewsLink Indiana at 9 begins right now.
From the heart of Ball State University, live from the Unified Media Newsroom, NewsLink Indiana starts right now.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for being with us. I'm Zoe DeWiggins.
And I'm Katie McDonald.
We begin tonight with a recap of Mayor Dennis Tyler's final State of the City address. It was an emotional morning for the mayor and city leaders.
NewsLink Indiana's Marley Thomas was at the address today. Marley?
Zoe and Katie, it was a very bittersweet day today for Mayor Dennis Tyler. Now, Muncie has always been a very important part to not only him, but also to his family. When he was 22 years old, he moved here to Muncie and wanted to become a part of the city, so he became a firefighter. And in 2012, he became mayor. And today, he gave his last State of the City address. With a room full of family, friends, and community members, Muncie Mayor Dennis Tyler gave his final State of the City address. Today, Tyler reminisced being the mayor of Muncie.
Got a little emotional for a couple seconds. I promised my wife and everybody I'd try to hold it together till I got through. I just couldn't quite do it.
Tyler is proud of the accomplishments the city has made over the years. One in particular is the growth of jobs in the area. In 2012, the city of Muncie had 49,000 people employed. Today, the city has over 52,000. Tyler cannot express how much this opportunity has meant to him.
It's special. It really is, and it's hard. I think maybe sometimes it's hard for people to understand how special it really is to me, but
as Tyler's last State of the City address was coming to a close, he became emotional and said his farewell.
For being a part of this, thank you for coming out today. And I mean this with all my heart. God bless Muncie. God bless whoever our next mayor is. God bless the state of Indiana, and God bless the United States of America.
Now, Tyler has been the mayor for the past 8 years, and he will continue to do so for the next 8 months. Now, guys, he plans to do exactly what he's been doing, which is keeping Muncie a good and fun place to live, work, and play. Live in the newsroom, Marley Thomas, NewsLink, Indiana.
NewsLink Indiana's Marley Thomas live tonight in the newsroom. Marley, thank you.
Now with Mayor Tyler leaving office, the search for Muncie's next mayor will heat up. Stay with NewsLink Indiana for coverage of the mayoral race.
22 crashes. That's how many have happened at the intersection of State Road 332 and County Road 600 West in Yorktown from 2015 to 2018. Most people in the community can agree that the intersection is dangerous, but they're having trouble coming up with a solution everyone is in favor of. NewsLink Indiana's Camille Brett.
I'm here at the intersection of State Route 332 and County Road 600 West. And as you can see, it's not super busy right now, but during peak hours of the day, such as when school lets out or when school begins, can honestly get dangerous. So the Indiana Department of Transportation decided to come up with some options to make this intersection safer. The first being to leave it as it is right now with nothing to change. The second option would be to add a stoplight here, which would hopefully slow down drivers and cause them to go the speed limit. And that way, people could slow down and be more cautious on the road to reduce the number of accidents happening at this intersection. And it also happens to be the most popular option among community members that came out to a community hearing this evening to voice their concerns about this intersection. One of those was Carla Gibson, who frequently uses this intersection when she takes her son to and from school at Yorktown, and her husband has also been injured because of reckless driving at this intersection.
My husband had a terrible accident there 1 year ago where he was broadsided by someone coming down 332 into Muncie, and they weren't going to 55 like they should have. They were going about 70 or 75. I think a stoplight light would slow some of the people down.
Now the third option would be a median U-turn, and as you can see here with this map, which was proposed by the Indiana Department of Transportation, drivers will drive straight down the road, and then they will get in the left lane, make a U-turn here, and then drive up the road, and they can either go right or continue straight. Now the reason why NDOT likes this plan is because it's cost effective, and it also reduces the conflict points, which are areas where severe accidents can occur. Now if this plan were to go into effect, it would cost $1.6 million, and it would not be done until 2021. Live in Yorktown, Camille Brett, NewsLink, Indiana.
Thanks, Camille. If you would like to voice your concerns about this intersection, NDOT is accepting comments until May 1st. You can send them to Mary Wright, who's from NDOT, whose email is mwright@ndot.in.gov. Now, the weather today has been really nice. It was nice and sunny outside. What did you think of it today?
The weather's been great. I am so ready for the spring, summer weather. It was a little breezy today, but pretty nice. And I'm hoping that Morgan can tell us that this weather is going to stick around. What have you got for us, Morgan?
Yes, thank you, Katie and Zoe. It was definitely a beautiful day, and as we can see on our time lapse, a lot of sunshine shining on campus today. I definitely enjoyed the temperatures outside, and all around the state, we're feeling some really nice temperatures. We definitely got to enjoy them. The highs today hit in those mid-70s, 77 down in Shelbyville, 76 over in Bloomington, and 75 up in Lafayette. Now here in Muncie, we hit about 76 as our high, and our average high for this time of year is actually 63 degrees. Now, our record high is at 85, so we are actually closer to our record high than our average high for this time of year, so definitely a great day today. We've seen a lot of clear skies, and some clouds are starting to kind of move into the area, and we will see some cloudiness gradually increase overnight tonight into tomorrow, and I will have more about all of that in my full forecast coming up.
Thanks, Morgan. We're looking forward to it. Pledges to donate money to help rebuild the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris are now over $700 million.
The three richest families in France have led fundraising efforts. These include the billionaires behind L'Oreal Cosmetics, the Louis Vuitton brand, and more. Iconic brands like Christian Dior, Givenchy, Gucci, and Saint Laurent are also helping. Investigators are now trying to determine what caused the fire yesterday. Experts say it could take months to assess the damages done to the 850-year-old cathedral. French President Emmanuel Macron is promising to rebuild and says he wants the project done within 5 years. The restored spire and roof will be rebuilt to modern standards and be better equipped with future fires.
And while Notre Dame may be over 4,000 miles away, that doesn't mean it isn't affecting our own here in Muncie. While most of us watched the tragedy over TV yesterday, Ball State French professor Sue Gio spent her afternoon locating her family in Paris. Gio says that when hearing of a tragedy near your family who is far away, it is impossible not to have flashbacks to the terrorist attacks that have previously been made on this country.
Immediately when I heard about the terrorist attacks, I said, where's my niece, where's my nephew? And it turns out my niece just didn't go out for coffee with her buddies because she worked on the street where the attack was.
Gio was happy to report that both her niece and her nephew were safe following the loss of Notre Dame. It's that time of the year and geese are on the hunt. Just ahead, how you can stay safe from those mean geese during nesting season.
Walmart is launching a new service to provide clothes for kids. A look at the company's new subscription-based service after the break.
No more, he didn't mean it.
No more, she seems fine to me.
No more, not my problem.
No more, she was drunk.
No more, he was drunk.
No more, she was asking for it.
No more, he didn't mean it.
No more, why didn't she tell anyone? No more, we don't talk about that.
No more bystanding.
No more ignorance.
No more excuses.
No more.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
After retiring from the NFL, I've been able to spend a lot more time coaching my daughter's basketball teams. It's something I love to do. Through our games and our tournaments, we see all types of coaching, good and bad. And it begs the question, do we really know who's coaching our kids? Do they have the proper training and screening it would take for me to be comfortable with my daughters playing for that coach? Our Youth Basketball Association made the decision to use trusted coaches to screen and train all of our coaches. I'm a trusted coach. Are you?
Welcome back. This afternoon, 2 people suffered minor injuries from a goose attack at a Fisher's Walmart. And with all of the geese on campus, you may have noticed an uproar in geese aggression.
According to the Indiana Department of Natural Resources, it is prime nesting time for geese. NewsLink Indiana's Alicia Barnacha talked to students today to find out their opinions on geese.
They're terrifying.
What is she talking about? Geese?
Personally, I hate them. They can be total savages. Yeah, they get really aggressive if you get them close.
I've seen many of my friends get attacked on camera.
You may be wondering why the geese are so aggressive this time of year. Well, it's peak nesting season. What should you do if you encounter a hostile goose? Slowly back away, using your peripheral vision to help you just in case you bump into any other objects. Or option number 2, turn your back on a goose. But you never really want to turn your back on a hostile situation, especially when it involves a goose.
I mostly see them here at this little pond. Yeah, and then walking up and down the sidewalk by the parking garage.
Yeah. Oh, like right here?
Yeah.
Right here. I call this the food fields.
Be careful out there. You never know when you're on thin ice with a goose. In Muncie, Alicia Barnacha, NewsLink, Indiana.
The DNR says people who have been attacked before have a higher risk of being attacked again.
Walmart is launching a subscription service that could make some parents' lives easier. The retail giant is partnering with KidBox for a subscription service that creates and delivers packages of children's clothing and accessories. Customers can go to Walmart's website and enter information about their child's size and style, and stylists will then select a mix of items based on those choices. The service is $48 a box and can be ordered just once or up to 6 times a year. There is 1 box for each season, as well as back to school and the holidays.
The company, known for its streaming services, Netflix, is nearing 150 million subscribers. The company added nearly 10 million new subscribers in the first quarter of 2019, according to its latest earnings report. Netflix currently has 148.8 million subscribers globally. The streaming company predicts it will add another 5 million in the next quarter. Netflix's growth could take a hit as Apple and Disney's streaming services enter the market later in the year. A consumer alert for you tonight. Lyft has pulled all of its on-demand electric bicycles from New York, Washington, and the San Francisco Bay Area. The reason? The company says it's received reports of braking issues with the bikes. There are no reports of injuries caused by the faulty bikes. About 3,000 bikes will be pulled from service and replaced with regular bikes. Lyft typically operates about 20,000 regular and electric bikes in the 3 cities in addition to its rideshare business. Lyft is also the largest bike share operator in the U.S. and is expanding into carpooling and scooter rentals.
Now, it may not be the time to ride those Lyft electric bikes, but it does look like it's starting to be springtime and it's time to get out the bike and ride those. Morgan, what can you tell us?
Yes, it was definitely a mild day, definitely a lot of sunshine. You can see in those next 8 hours, we're only going to be dropping down to the upper 50s. So definitely a mild day. If you want to know if these warm temperatures are going to be sticking around, stay tuned and I will have more after the break.
For those who serve today and those who served before them, for those whose sacrifice will never end, the Gary Sinise Foundation shows its gratitude through entertainment, outreach, and life-changing support. We can never give enough, but we can always give a little more. Find out how you can donate at GarySiniseFoundation.org.
do-over. Some things you can't rewind. That's when an extra safety step could mean the difference between a close call and a call to 911. Simple steps save lives. Learn more at poolsafely.gov.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Welcome back. So the weather today, again, was really sunny, really nice out, high temperatures. I was able to walk outside and not be cold.
It's been great weather. I was able to bring out the shorts today. I was wearing my sandals, and I'm really hoping that I'm not gonna have to put those back away and get out my winter coat again like I did this weekend.
Yeah, it definitely was beautiful today. A lot of sunshine. Those temperatures were in the mid to upper 70s all over the state. Definitely beautiful weather, but right now we are feeling here about in Muncie in those lower 70s, 70 actually right now. Those winds are dropping down to calm. It was definitely breezy today, and then all around the state we are feeling these temperatures. Now 66 in Indianapolis, 66 also in Kokomo, 69 in Lafayette, and 70 down in Bloomington. We are starting to cool things off just a little bit, but that low is not going to cool off all that much. Now, our low here is only going to get down to 54 degrees. Now, keep in mind that average low for this time of year is in those lower 40s, so we're definitely more mild than we are used to. Those winds are going to remain from the southwest, 5 to 15 miles per hour, a little bit breezy, and that's what we're going to feel going into tomorrow. Now, we do have another great and warm day for tomorrow. That high is going to be 73 degrees. We're going to have a little bit less sun. Now, mainly overcast skies for tomorrow. Those winds are going to be coming from the south, just a little bit of a shift, coming from 10 to 15 miles per hour. So definitely another breezier day. Gusts could probably get up to 20 miles per hour. So we do have a system that is coming in, and we're going to take a look at the bigger picture with this. We have this low pressure system that is developing over Colorado, and you can see this band of clouds that is starting to push away, and that's where we're going to see the cloudiness coming. Now, as this system moves in, we're going to see a nice chance for rain coming on Thursday, and I'm going to track this out for you. For your morning commute, 8 and 9 a.m., we could see some thunderstorms and scattered showers for your morning commute. Now, going in to your afternoon, we will be having more of a scattered chance, so definitely keep your umbrellas and raincoats nearby going into that evening time. We're going to be a little bit more steadier in the rain, heavy rain for sure. So keep in mind about that as you're heading in. Now for the rest of the night, we'll just be scattered going off and on between some heavier rain showers and then clearing things out a little bit for Friday, but we will have a chance of rain for Friday morning as the system moves out. Now that rain chance does stick around for Friday morning. We will have that cold front move in, cooling things off a lot. 52 for Friday. On Saturday, partly cloudy skies and 55, but we are going to be definitely nice for Easter. Look at that, 71 and partly cloudy conditions. And then on Monday, we're going to be in the 70s as well, but we are tracking some rain chances for Monday and Tuesday, so keep an eye out for that.
Well, I'm glad to hear that spring is finally here. Thank goodness, even if it's rain, I'm just glad it's warm.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Morgan. And now, what have you got going on for us in sports?
Well, coming up in sports, we'll have the story of Ball State's new wheelchair club basketball team and talk a little bit about what some of the athletes on the softball team are doing. We'll have that and more when we come back.
So if one cat has 4 kittens who reproduce every 6 months, how many cats will there be in 5 years? Who's got it? Is this... What is that? Seriously. Who threw that?
Cats are terrible at math, but they sure do multiply. Please spay, neuter, and adopt.
The solution is 10.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make more.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Blake Dahlier with sports. March Madness may be over, but basketball fever is not. Thanks to Disability Services, a new basketball club is trying to be formed. NewsLink Indiana's Ben Shuren has the scoop.
The ball is tipped to begin a basketball game. But this isn't any other game. This is wheelchair basketball. Led by Disability Services and junior Logan York, the group of wheelchair ballers has met weekly this school year.
It was just scheduled to be a month-long thing, and then it was supposed to just fade out, which that's how it happened. And then I came back after that summer, and I had really had an interest for it and would hope that it would continue. So I reached out to Disability Services to see if maybe we can make this a year-long thing.
York was given the task to recruit new players to keep the games alive. However, he had no problem roping in some of his dorm mates.
Logan started putting flyers on his door for wheelchair, and he started advertising it to everybody like, hey, there's this thing that we're doing, it's an adaptive sport, we'd like you to come. And at first I couldn't really go because I had stuff going on as an RA. But then when my schedule started freeing up, like my girlfriend convinced me to go and Logan convinced me to go, so like the entire group kind of pulled me in.
While the games have concluded for this year, the group of players are looking to take the next step. They're in the process of becoming an official university club to get funding to repair or replace their current wheelchairs.
Most of the wheelchairs, if not all of them, are kind of broken. Or they need to be like checked up on because the tires are misaligned and like nothing's screwed in properly. So they've gotten beaten up over the years, so we're trying to like find a way to replace them.
But if anybody wants to help support and donate to Disability Services to purchase more wheelchairs, that'd be greatly appreciated because that would be one of the major ways to get them.
In Muncie, Ben Shuren, NewsLink Indiana.
Marconi says that wheelchair basketball could be a club as early as spring of 2020. Ball State softball's Kendall Fields has been named to the Mid-American Conference Player of the Week. The sophomore designated hitter had a weekend for the record books against Western Michigan. Fields blasted 3 home runs, including a grand slam. She also racked up 10 RBIs in Ball State's series win. Her fiery at-bats came at crucial moments in the series, including a 2-run slug in the series finale that stood to be the winning run in their 5-3 victory. This is Fields' first career MAC Player of the Week honor. Cardinal softball returns to action Friday for senior weekend against Toledo. First pitch is set for 3 p.m. And last night, several Ball State athletes were recognized at the 4th annual Chirpies. Among those honored was Trey Moses, who took home the Leadership Award. Men's golfer Timothy Wiseman brought back Male Athlete of the Year honors, and Reagan Lewis brought home Female Athlete of the Year. Caleb Jennis of the men's volleyball team was named Male Rookie of the Year, and for the soccer team, Tatiana Mason was awarded Female Rookie of the Year. You can catch up on all the action by following the hashtag Chirpies. Now, I don't know if you guys watched the Chirpies last night, but there were some very interesting moments there, a lot of great awards, and truly none more deserving than these folks that we mentioned here.
I actually did not get to watch the Chirpies last night. I was in the newsroom producing, but I know that they're always so much fun every year, and I've had some friends that are Ball State athletes and have gone, and they always talk about how much fun it is and how great of a time of year it is.
Always a good time, and for Trey Moses being a senior, getting ready to leave, truly none more deserving than Trey with all he does, not only on the court, but off the court with the community.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Blake. And next, what popular cookie company is on recall?
And which former First Lady is causing controversy and why? Find out tonight in Trending.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to the shelterpetproject.org and meet a few who are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to the shelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Problems. The ones nobody talks about at cocktail parties. We go looking for them. No matter the obstacles, no matter the odds, we surround a community's most critical problems, and we fight. United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you?
It doesn't take a scientist to cure hunger or a fancy economist to create safe housing. It takes imagination, creativity, sweat equity. And I think of kids going to school hungry. Hunger, homelessness. In this land of plenty, seriously? Come on, we could fix this. Help out, or don't. The choice is yours.
Here's your sandwich, miss.
Oh, thank you.
And your burger.
Awesome, thank you.
And your bowl of boiling water, sir.
Welcome back. Time to take a look now at what's trending.
Joining us now is NewsLink Indiana's Lily Cedardahl. What do you have for us, Lily?
Hi, guys. Today, Montezell Global has recalled 13-ounce packages of the Chewy Chips Ahoy due to unexpected solidifying ingredients. The company is saying that cornstarch has caused the problem, and the cornstarch in their mixing procedure was not properly incorporated and has caused the ingredient to solidify. The announcement has led to several reports of adverse health effects. Some consumers have reported gagging, choking, and dental injury, leading toward the voluntary recall. However, in other Chips Ahoy products have not been found by the recall. Also tonight, former First Lady Michelle Obama has gotten some major backlash on a comment she made about President Trump in an interview in London. The former First Lady was out in London promoting her memoir titled Becoming. When the topic of American fascination was brought up, Michelle was struggling to find a proper metaphor and compared President Trump to divorced dads. The response was not positive, with Michelle insinuating that divorced dads are less than divorced moms.
Spend weekends with divorced dad, and that feels like it's fun, but then you get sick. That's what America's going through. We're kind of living with divorced dad right now.
All right, some interesting stories tonight. Lily, thank you so much. And now let's take a final look at weather with Morgan.
Now, we do have some mild weather continuing with us until Friday. We will be dropping down, and then Sunday for Easter, we will be going into a high of 71 for your Easter, and then a slight chance of rain coming into the work week, but still mild temperatures for the start of the work week.
All right, well, thank you for that, Morgan. And we do have some sad business to discuss. It is Morgan Strackbine, our lovely Assistant Chief Weather Forecaster. It is her last show here with NewsLink Indiana. We are very sad to see you go, and thank you so much for all of the work that you've put in. Now, what are your plans?
Right now I am just going through the interview process. I actually have an interview tomorrow.
Exciting, good
so
luck.
We're going places, but I'm definitely going to be continuing in broadcast and Finding somewhere to go, but thank you for that, Stracker the Storm Tracker. We're signing off.
We will miss you very much.
I'll miss you guys.
We will miss you. Thank you so much for all of your hard work.
And that's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to join us again tomorrow night at noon, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page.
And for news anytime, anywhere, go to ballstatedaily.com. Have a great night.